Hello from Team Asparagus, loading the world created by Leo and Curtis at the moment. And here we go. This is running at the 1280 by 800 setting in windowed mode. As you can see, there's a whole lot of textures to this level now. And let's do a quick run through the level. So, go over here, move the box, collect a cart, and you're going to have to enter them all. They have some collectibles, such as one over here, and some traps. This is a tripwire trap. Jump over it to avoid damage. If you hit the trap, it will hurt. That specific trap would actually do 25 damage. As you walk in, the door seals behind you, and the character mentions about how other scrappers may have already set the traps for you whenever they looted this area. Now you have to avoid a whole bunch of turrets after I collected the Walkman, which was that second blue glowing area that I stepped on behind the counter. So while running through the hall of turrets, you see a dead body. You're going to stop at that dead body and hit the E button to collect a key. This key works on this switch here, that whenever a small animation is played after hitting E while you have the key, turns off the turrets. Then you must collect a boombox. As you can see, we have several different types of collectibles, including health packs, money, books, food, and water. But due to technical issues, we cannot get the collectibles to work in the inventory at the moment. So now that the turrets are off, we travel to the next area where we have to collect a phonograph. You jump on top of the counter here, and there's the phonograph on top of the shelf. Now this particular tripwire trap has two triggers and an item in the middle. If you hit the tripwire trap, you are no longer able to collect that item, and you take 50 damage. Moving outside to the next area, there is an item through the X, and also behind some blocks that you can see over in the distance. Entering this building through the small crevice there, because the primary entrance is blocked due to it collapsing, you must navigate your way up the building using this ramp. Once you get to the top of the ramp, the character is already saying the ceiling seems low. You must duck in order to continue forward. Once exiting the ramp, which is the last obstacle, you get some sound to play, signifying that you've completed the level. After walking over the final plank and approaching the helicopter, you are transported to the beginning of Curtis's level. On Curtis's level, you must collect 7 food and or water items and collect a note which is supposed to be at the helicopter that we are having issues getting the note to spawn. After collecting all of the food and the note, you then must proceed to the opposite side of the island in order to leave the island via boat. Now, whenever you jump off of the cliff here, if you land in any of the dark area, you will take damage quite quickly. So running this way, we get to a junkyard type area, and we're able to find 3 more food items. I already got 2 of them from the helicopter, so let's just collect the ones in here. As you can see, this is all textured, and they have several trucks outside, thus the junkyard. We have 1 food and 2 water here, bringing our total count of food and water up to 5. Continuing to the next part of the level, we have to travel outside and go back around this body of water. In the distance you can see a whole bunch of red lights. That would be several turrets that are standing guard inside of a building. But you can hit the turrets with coconuts from the outside and potentially knock them down. It may help, but at the same time it has a chance of making your progress even harder due to the new angle of your turret. Traveling through the room full of turrets, you can see on the opposite end we have a food item and a water item. This is going to bring our total food up to 7. 7 is the required amount for the objective located on number 14. Now that I've navigated through the turrets, I'm going to exit and I'll see 2 boats. On top of this boat, you are to pick up a set of coordinates. And then after you have the coordinates, you shove this boat off and you set sail to the victory of the level. You can use these items over here near this little shack in order to get onto the boat more easily. Apologize for my lack of talent with a Gravnol. Now that we're at the boat, continue to the panel and you'll see a small green light. That is your set of coordinates. Now that you have collected the final item, you leave the boat and you shove off on this boat. Victory will be signified by a set of fireworks and a small message. Thank you for watching my video. Hope you enjoy our game.